I'm a Muslim woman.
Modesty is my choice, my freedom.
I have my own mind.
I have my own voice.
I invite you to listen and to look beyond.
I'm a Muslim woman.
My name is Safiyya Salam. I was born on the east coast of America in Baltimore, Maryland in the early 70s. I was born Ahmadi to parents who were previously of Jewish faith, but they converted, alhamdulillah, to Islam and then immediately after to Ahmadiyyat in the early 60s. I grew up in the countryside of Pennsylvania. It was quite an interesting early days of growing up in small town America and being Muslim. And I remember at the time that both my mother and my aunt were wearing covering themselves in a full burqa and a niqab at that time, which was quite revolutionary in a small town in America. As I said, my mother always covered. And of course, it's a struggle when you're younger and you're in a small town America. And as I said, people did look at her. And when you're younger, you feel that a little bit. You feel that embarrassment or you feel that people are looking. But because it didn't affect my mother at all, eventually you stop caring about that too. And the experience of having such confident parents and confident mother who was sure of what she was doing definitely, I feel, helped me to improve myself over the years and to grow in the same manner. I've always horseback ridden myself. I've always, since a very young age, I went to an all-girls university and I did a degree in equine management alongside business. And I think horses in particular, Allah has said in the Holy Quran that we can keep them for work, but also as an adornment. And I've managed, alhamdulillah, to keep with that through my life and through my children as well. They have learned a lot of self-confidence just being around animals. I think it's very important as an Ahmadi Muslim woman and her responsibility as well to be involved in the local community, in the school community, in society as general. It's a form of tabligh, a way of showing the world that Muslim women can cover, they can also be involved in community in a positive manner way. But I've always tried to engage with the mothers at school, to be involved in the school society, the fundraising, etc. Because I think that we have so much to give. I'm involved in a local book club with neighbors. I think it's important, as Islam stresses so much about interacting with your neighbors and caring for your neighbors. You can't do that unless you get to know your neighbors. I do try to have them over or mothers over for coffee mornings or on a one-to-one basis just to go out and talk to them. And I look also for people who have similar characteristics or similar interests for myself. I enjoy being outside, and there's no harm in involving those around you. There's an elderly lady who lives around the corner and she has to walk her dog every day. So why not join in with her and keep her company? And I try when I can and go and walk with her. And she really enjoys it. And she then spreads to her friends and neighbors, there's this, Muslim woman that I work with and I've learned so much from and really enjoy walking with her. So I try to look for those opportunities that fit into my day, but also perhaps then I'm able to represent Muslim women in a positive manner as well. With daughters, when you are raising daughters, I've always felt, I think, that being a role model and what they see is far more important possibly than what you could say. But I was always there and involved, and I think it's important for them to see that, especially for the girls to see a Muslim woman who is covered but doing all of these activities and events. And I hope that it will give them the confidence to be outgoing and to be involved in society, but to do it as a covered Muslim woman observing purdah.